Mr. Whitson. He was my 6th grade science teacher. On the first day of class, he gave us a lecture about a creature called a cattywampus. This creature, he reported, was an ill-adapted nocturnal mammal that died out during the last ice age. As he spoke, he passed around the skull that he said came from one of the creatures. We all took notes, and later we had a quiz. When he returned my paper, I was shocked. My paper was covered in big fat X's with a big fat F at the top. Slowly it dawned on me that everyone in the class had failed the quiz. In response to our outrage, Mr. Whitson explained that he had made up everything he taught us about the cattywampus. Therefore, the information in our notes was incorrect. Did we really expect credit for incorrect answers? We should have figured it out, he said. Hadn't he told us while we were passing around the skull that not a trace of the animal remained? Yet, he described its amazing night vision, the color of its fur, and any number of facts he couldn't possibly have known. He had even given the animal a ridiculous name, and we still weren't suspicious. He told us that the zeros in his grade book would stand, and by God they did. He hoped we learned something from this, that teachers and textbooks are not infallible. No one is. He told us that from then on, he hoped we wouldn't let our minds go to sleep again, and that we'd speak up if we ever thought he or the textbook were wrong. Every class was an adventure with Mr. Whitson. I can still remember the time when he told us that his Volkswagen Beetle was a living organism. It took us 2 whole days to come up with a rebuttal he would accept. He required that we not only prove that his VW Bug wasn't alive, but that we also had the fortitude to stand up for the truth. Our newfound skepticism carried over into other classes as well. It was not uncommon for our history teacher to be lecturing about something when someone would clear their throat and mutter, "Cattywampus." Yes, it was Mr. Whitson who whetted my thirst for scientific knowledge, but he also gave me something far more important: the courage to find out the truth and to boldly proclaim it, even when it is an affront to what textbooks, teachers, and so-called scholars have always taught.